Alrighty, how's everybody doing? Ali Midawi live here with you. For some reason, we were having some technical issues, just nothing would go live. But I am glad you are here with us. And make sure you drop your name if you are joining, whether you are on a live or in a recorded version, whether you are on YouTube or Facebook or SoundCloud or wherever you may be. We appreciate you spending some time with us. And today we're going to talk about, something. So my wife and I love to stream shows. We don't really do regular TV just because it's time consuming, right? But we like to stream shows. We like to have some kind of entertainment into our lives. So one of the shows that we like to watch, which is a global show, is Got Talent. There's UK Got Talent, there's Britain Got Talent, but we have here America's Got Talent. And my wife and I, obviously, we love the thrill of the shows, things we've never seen before, the entertainment part of it as well. But I'll be honest with you, I love the stories of the contestants and just to kind of take part of their journey. And the funny thing is, each and every one of them that end up being the top 10 finalists, their story is always so powerful. And, I take a whole lot from it. It's almost as an immense amount of gratitude that we have to show to ourselves, to life, and to our health and everything. I mean, just looking at the winner who took $1 million, Darcy Lynn Farmer, and she started doing her act in her bedroom just because she was feeling so shy and introvert and that no one would talk to her in school. And she made that enough of a motivation just to create these imaginary friends that are sitting at home with her and talking to her, and allowed her to speak up a little bit and come out of her shell. And that led her, and by the way, that was just 2 years ago. It began with just a healing process that turned into a hobby, that turned into a passion, that turned now into a profession, right? Look at, who was the other one? Angelica Hale, the little girl, I think she was 8 or 9 years old, singer, and she had leukemia and cancer treatment when she was 3 years old. I mean, could you imagine the agony that the parents went through and the pain and everything that she had to go through just to survive? And then through singing, just made her feel better. Through singing, she just found a little bit of healing, right? Which became a hobby, which became a passion, and therefore it became a profession, because now she's getting offers from record companies to have record deals. Let's take a look at the next person. Mandy Harvey. Mandy Harvey is 30 years old, but 10 years ago she had a life-altering event where she lost her hearing completely. I mean, could you imagine for a second? Everything is gone. You no longer hear anything. And one of the most powerful things she said, I just miss hearing my parents telling me I love you. And I mean, that hit home with me. But one thing that she said that stood with me even more was, I could sit there and focus on what I have lost while I had the whole world in front of me with new beginnings and a new adventure. And again, she found within music, just feeling the vibration of music and remembering what it felt like to sing, she started singing. Mind you, she doesn't hear herself. She's completely deaf. So just through the vibration of the floor with the instruments, she can tell what the musical notes are, and she sang and she made her way all the way to finalists. Again, went through singing as a healing process that became a hobby, that became passion, and now it is going to be a profession for her. The next person, which was, I think her name was Shika. She is the young woman who was back in 2005 in a plane crash where 88 students were traveling and a plane crashed, and she was the only sole survivor. I think it was 68 or 88, something within those lines. The only survivor out of all her school and friends and teachers. But she had hundreds of surgeries of just putting her body together and looks and tried everything. And, she does not have a natural look like the rest of us, right? You can still see all her body is scars. But again, she said, through music, I found a sense of healing, that I can feel good about myself. And then it became a hobby. And then it became passion. Now it's becoming a profession. What are we learning from this? Now, in my world of business, we tell people, look for your reason why. Look for that passion of yours. Look for that thing that really, really makes you cry, that makes you, motivated. And guess what? It may start for us with a place of healing. See, when I started the business space, I was looking just for a way that I can get some time back with my life. We started going together. And it started just bringing us back together. It was a healing thing, right? Like, I'll be honest with you, I was loving the fact that my wife and I both would go to these different places and talk to different people, and we're always holding hands, something that was missing in our relationship because we got lost in work and, let's go make money. And I was working 90 hours a week. She was working 40 to 50 hours a week. And we saw each other when we crossed paths all over again. So again, it started for she and I as a healing process. And then it became a little bit of a paying hobby, if you will. But then from a hobby, it turned into a passion. I started to fall in love with us. I started to fall in love with the fact that we can create something that we can make a lifestyle instead of just this one meeting where we're together and smiling and clapping and encouraging each other. It became this, I really want this to be forever. And it became a passion. And then the passion became a profession where now she and I are both home all day, every day. My office is 10 feet from where she's hanging out right now in the living room, right? So what is your healing process in life? See, entrepreneurship, forget service, offer, company. Entrepreneurship is about identifying a problem and providing a solution for it. And as you provide a solution for it, you monetize that solution. So for you, for yourself, it doesn't matter what company, what product, what service, what industry for that matter, just for you yourself. If you want to be an entrepreneur, one, I highly recommend you find what you need to heal from within. Because if there is something that is not functional within from the inside, whether it's your mindset, whether it's your attitude, whether it's your behavior, whether it's your relationship with your spouse, if you're not healing that first, the pain will always be in the way of the success. The pain will always be in the way of that greatness that you want to create for yourself and your family, for that passion that you want to attain and arrive to. So please find whatever it is, that one piece that's broken, and it may be more than just one, and start working on it. Start a healing process, right? And that healing process, you're going to start falling in love with it. It's like playing a game. The more you're fixing, the more you're creating positivity, the more you're doing things that are better towards that healing process, the more it becomes like, I want to do this every day or every week. It becomes a hobby. And then from a hobby, you start to get so sold out on it. Oh my God, this is my passion. I never want this to stop. And then at some point, you get that turning point, that breakthrough, as we like to call it, where all of a sudden, you start actually having an organization that's building, or you start having an audience that's following you, or you get a record deal, a book deal, or you get that dream job you always wanted to have, or you start your own traditional business, whatever that is, right? It starts with healing, and then it went to a hobby, and then it became passion, and therefore, at some point, you monetize, and that's when it becomes a profession. So I hope this helped you out a little bit, and I highly recommend that you work on this process because it made wonders for my wife and I, and it made us a lot of money too. But more importantly, money comes and goes. It's the fact that we are together all day, every day. We are living the concept of forever happily after. That is something money can never buy. So I appreciate you all. Make sure you drop where you are from. Make sure you share this video because there are so many people who may be struggling and they may need some healing. And we are here to provide them a little bit of a first step on how to doing so. And I hope that this video gave you some value. I'll talk to you all soon. There's plenty more videos coming today in different languages. Just stay tuned with us. I'll talk to you all soon.